Continuing our series of features from the Yushan Weather Station, perched on top of Taiwan's tallest mountain, today we investigate how climate change and global warming may be affecting the animal life on the peak. In the past half a century, the average annual temperature on Yushan, which is also known as Jade Mountain, rose by at least 2 degrees. The warmer climates may be forcing insects and animals to move further up the slope to find cooler habitats.
The rising sun lights up the summit of Yushan. Unspoiled by humans and far from the cities, the natural balance on Taiwan's highest peak has been preserved for centuries. But the yellow-throated marten is a new visitor to the Yushan Weather Station. The animal used to live at around 2,000 meters. Here on the North Peak, which is almost 4,000 meters above sea level, it is rare to see the marten. Whether driven up by development or climate change, perhaps this is quite a warning. Taiwan's alpine tree line is 3,000 to 3,500 meters above sea level. A lack of data means it is difficult to know if Yushan's ecology is changing. But perhaps fast-flying birds can provide evidence that nature is moving to higher ground.
Possibly after climate change, because the temperature climbed in certain places, so a lot of insects must move up. After they go higher, they attract birds that eat them to follow them to higher altitudes.
National Taiwan University professor Li Peifen says his study of 13 common Yushan birds showed that 11 species migrated to higher areas between 1992 and 2009.
Taking the case of Yushan, in the 3,100 to 3,700 range, the birds that used to live at 3,100 meters, because the temperature has gone up, they have gone to higher altitudes which are more suitable for them.
Meanwhile, the habitat for high-altitude species is getting smaller all the time. This subspecies of alpine center, which is unique to Taiwan, is the only bird that can be seen on the main peak. This is the laughing thrush. The population of both birds is falling.
A lot of species are definitely changing. According to international predictions, they are becoming extinct. But according to Taiwanese research, we don't think there will be such a dramatic change in the next century.
Yushan Weather Station data shows that in the last 50 years, the average annual temperature on the mountain has risen by 2 degrees.
Yushan is at a high altitude. When you put it together with the plain, you can see a cross-section from the plains to the mountains where temperatures are rising and humidity is falling across the board. That means the impact of climate change is very serious in Taiwan.
As the weather gets hotter and drier, there are fewer days of snow, rain, and fog, which is hurting the Yushan ecology.
There's less rain, less evaporated water is coming back into the system. That's one reason. There's another macro reason, climate warming. Because we're on the Tropic of Cancer, vapor in the whole region is moving to higher latitudes. So there is less vapor left in our atmosphere here.
Long-term change is not only about climate change, but qualitative and quantitative changes in the atmosphere. What impact will that have on our forests, which cover 2/3 of the country? That's a serious problem.
The effects of global warming may even be worse than we imagined. Taiwan's highest peak is only 3,900 meters, so are we running out of places to go?